man, what's going on? Man, are people just... You think people... What do you think it is? Do you think people are stressed? Do you think they're sad? Do you think they're lonely? Like, because I feel like technology has connected us in a way that it has never before.
Sure.
But I also feel like people are they're lonelier than ever before too. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. I know what you're saying.
I don't know, man.
What the answer is.
I just think people are stressed and sad. Like
I know,
the
I
shit that happened with.
Sometimes I try not to, but
Well, I think like I'm talking about like the shit that happened with Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, like that level.
Like somebody you would think the ideal American dream to have it all, you know. I mean, Kate Spade sold her line for what, $2.5 billion?
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I mean, I guess her family members said that this wasn't necessarily a surprise, but the Anthony Bourdain one was definitely a surprise, man. That guy traveled the world. He basically did what he wanted, and
you don't think there were signs?
I don't know, man. Like,
I mean, heroin addict,
but he's recovered heroin
sure,
addict, though. Sure. So,
but yeah, it's wild.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I'm not okay. This might sound weird, but like, who doesn't think about killing themselves at some point?
Oh, at some point, everybody knows for sure.
Like,
for sure.
It's just
I've thought about it before, for sure.
And maybe that's unhealthy, but
no,
maybe it's not unhealthy.
I think
maybe
that's
not
human.
the norm, or maybe some people don't.
I think that makes you human, man.
Yeah,
but to think about it like once, you know, in your lifetime, it's when you just constantly think about it. That's when you.
Yeah.
That's when it's.
But what's the number? What's the suicide hotline number?
Oh, that's a good question.
1-800-872-TALK.
I don't know what's that Logic's on.
Exactly. I'm gonna look this up because it's the real shit, man.
Who can relate?
Have you ever felt depressed in your life, Ryan?
Who can relate? Dude, I've been depressed for the past year. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
Like with all the shit that happened to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm slowly coming out of it, if not already out of it. I just, for a while there. Right now, the only thing that's stressing me is my money situation. But you know, that'll eventually work itself out now that I got a good job and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Suicide Prevention Lifeline 1-800-273-8255. You can online chat. Read an article on CNN about what to expect when you call too.
Oh yeah.
Talk about, you know, some people don't know what to expect, and that'll make them nervous.
Yeah.
Read that, and it sounds like it's pretty cool. And you don't even have to be suicidal to call in. Like, even if you're just feeling down, even you just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah,
call
for
into
sure.
that shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
that's what's awesome. I mean, they're trained to help you out. So.
Well, that's what I was kind of talking about earlier. Like,
you feel like you got nobody. You got that line. You got that number.
So connected online, but sometimes people just need somebody, voice.
Who better
to
than
hear?
An anonymous trained professional? You know,
yeah.
You have shit you need to talk about that you can't talk to anybody else. You know, somebody that you know about it. There you go. Like, so
yeah, for sure.
I can just sympathize with that. You know, it's just crazy. Freaking crazy how dark it can get and how fast it can get, and those decisions are split second decisions that you're making, and I don't know how they'd feel afterwards, but you would think that would be a regretful decision if they survived it. So
yeah, see, me being depressed never got to that,
right? But
that
it's a down
point.
Feeling. It doesn't feel good,
but it was like there were random points in the day where like I would just be standing in my kitchen. I'd be just staring out the fucking window and just staring out the window the time just passed, and I don't know how long I stood there at certain points, you know. And it like warps your brain into this weird like into this weird reality where nothing, all the things that used to make you happy, like, no longer really make you happy. But then when you try other things, it's not like you're not filling that void, because you're trying out things that, I mean, you may end up liking them at one point, but for the most part, you miss the things that you enjoy doing. But when you do them, you don't enjoy them. So it's like a constant loop here. You're like stuck in a circle.
Yeah,
just keep going round and round.
Like,
you know,
like if you were at home playing a video game or something like that. Like,
yeah,
it's like, yeah, not easy to.
Or like imagine
not having that other part of your life fulfilled.
Well, imagine like your favorite video game that you would like to play. We'll use that example, right?
Okay, I'm imagining
favorite game of all time.
You asking me or
no?
I'm imagining.
Which favorite game of all time? World of Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Yeah, I know that. Anyways,
I still love
so let's imagine you're playing
it,
WoW, right? Let's imagine that you're depressed and you pop WoW in and you're like, all right, this is gonna get me over this hump.
I think I
this
was
is gonna get me out of this funk.
All the time I played WoW. Now that I look back on it, continue.
Anyways, so you're like, but you're thinking to yourself that, like, you know, you kill some time, have some fun, get out of this funk, get out of your own head,
conquer
or whatever, and you plug it in, you start it up, you start playing. 5 minutes into it, you don't want to play it anymore. You like hate it. Like, it's not fun.
Mm-hmm. I do that once a year.
You're not out of your head. You're no longer. You're still in that awful zone that you're in whenever you're depressed. That's basically what it's like. And if you do that for too long, man, I can see how it makes people crazy. Absolutely. And it pushes them to that point where they would rather risk going into the unknown, or if they, you know, whatever they believe in the next journey in life after you die, they would rather take that risk than to continue living on through this constant loop in that mindset. So
I don't even think it's rationalized in that way.
Yeah,
I think it. Okay, so I mean, I've been in some pretty low points, I would say, angry, mad, whatever you want to call it. But usually when I'm thinking that way, in that irrational way, it's like this total irrational, like, I'll show them, like, what will they do if I just freaking off myself, you know? And that is so scary. It's such a scary zone to be in. And, like, I've been in that dark zone before, not to where I would actually do it, but just, like, pretend doing it. But, like, I can see how people could actually do that. And so, anyways, like, even email us, dude. Who knows?
Yeah.
If anybody listens to our show anytime, like, we'll be your friend. Like, that's my thing. I mean,
honestly, I'm a procrastinator, and I haven't checked the email in a long time. But
you probably like 10 million emails. I doubt it.
I will.
But
maybe.
Man, I never have enough friends. Never have enough people that I know.